Okay, we need to talk about your ex. I don't normally start a reading like this, but I really feel very, very strongly today, if your intuition has led you to watch this message, if you've clicked on this video, there is something that you need to hear today. What I've channeled is your ex is going to make some drastic changes because they have outrun, and that's the word here, they've outrun the choices they've made. So things are backfiring on them. Okay, this is a very, very fast moving energy. It's going to be very quick and it's going to be very sudden. Okay, I feel very, very strongly that they will initiate some form of contact with you. I'm not sure of the reason why. I'm going to get into that today. Do they want something? Do they want you back? What is it they want? But this links into them. They've made some choices that are backfiring and they've got nowhere left to go. Okay, there's nowhere for them to run to. Almost I can see them like all these walls, okay, and there's no ladder. Are you going to be that ladder? That's what I just heard. Are you going to be the ladder? But I really think it's important that we look at this energy today, just so that you're prepared, all right? Because this is like a bolt of lightning. This is very, very quick. It's very instant. I do feel they will expect you to make decisions about what they are proposing very quickly, okay? So I'm going to get into that, okay? Let me see. I'm just going to have a look at their energy first with my tarot deck. Just while I'm shuffling though, thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. And yeah, keep watching. If you've even got this far, this message is for you today. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. Links are in the description box to the website. Everything's on there. Go check it out. All the readings. And also the special $1 reading that I'm doing at the moment. Right. You know, I just feel, my energy feels really fizzy. And this is going to shock you, and I feel that when you get some communication from this person, it's going to make you feel a little anxious. It's going to make your nervous system fizz a little, okay? And again, I'm hearing to say to you, they will expect quick decisions. I'm hearing to say, don't do that. I just heard it, don't do it. All right, don't get pushed into sort of quick decisions. Okay, right, bottom of the deck I have the Devil. Right, they've got themselves into a toxic situation. This is in their energy. All right, we're just going to get to what the hell's going on. Literally hell with the Devil. They're in a very toxic situation. Okay, I feel they're feeling hopeless. All right, they could be linked into somebody who has become codependent on them, or they're codependent, but there's an issue of codependency here. There's also possibly an issue of addiction. So your ex's environment is really not the healthiest sort of place. At the bottom underneath I can see the Hangman. So they are feeling trapped. Yeah, you know, I said there was a wall. I can just see this like cube of bricks and someone just in the middle of it, and they're looking up hoping someone will throw them, almost like a rope ladder. Okay, they're feeling very, very trapped, very restricted. They need to get out of this situation, and this is why it's going to become very, very sudden. They're going to break. Okay, now them outrunning their choices, I feel, with these two cards, is they chose a toxic situation, or they were toxic with you, or there's some element of addiction, or if there was greed, like materialism. Okay, it's absolutely just coming home. It's like coming home to roost, you know. The choices they've made were not good, and they are trapped. And also, yeah, they played the victim here, okay, with you. They turned it, you know, the classic, I've done it, but I'm just going to blame you, and I'm going to make sure everybody hates you as well. That's what I just heard. But these people who supported them, I feel now, can see that they were lied to as well, and that's why they've got nowhere to run. I'm going to say it as I'm hearing it before I get any more cards out. I feel that they are hoping, because you've helped them out before. Yes, you have. You've given them new starts. You've helped them out. The Ace of Pentacles is here, okay? I feel in the past that you and your ex, had all it took to make a go of your relationship. Maybe you had a bit of good luck, or so everything was aligned, okay, and they totally messed it up, because everything they were saying to you was pillow talk. So they would come up with all these wonderful ideas and things that you could do together, but it never really happened, or you were the only one doing any work. But I see with this Ace of Pentacles, what I'm hearing is that you've given them chances before. You said, hey, here you go, I'll help you with that, we can do this, let's build this. And they let you down time and time again. But I feel that the message is urgent, so that you are prepared, that they are still feeling that you will do the same again. Let me know in the comments. Please just, drop me a comment. I feel that you've given them so many chances. You could have invested your money, something in the physical. Maybe you gave them somewhere to live or something, but there's something that you really were there for them, okay? They're hoping you'll throw that rope ladder down, all right? They're hoping you will throw that rope ladder down. Why is it urgent? Why am I getting this urgency? Why am I fizzing? Why am I getting this urgency? Yeah, because they're going to come in with the Knight of Cups energy, okay? But it's in the reverse. That's why it's come out in the reverse, my lovely. Which means that they're going to come in, possibly love bomb you, tell you, make some romantic proposals, you know, like they've done before, where it was just pillow talk. So this message is urgent, so you know they are going to turn up at some point, because they need help. But they're going to tell you and whisper sweet nothings. That's an old-fashioned saying, I know, I'm old. You know, all the nice things you want to hear, because they know you. Well, they did, okay? Whilst they've been falling apart, you're not even on the same dimension as them now, okay? But they think they know you. They think that they know what to say to you. They think that all the games they played in the past are still going to work with you, okay? They're going to come in with a lot of new ideas, not just romantic, okay? Maybe traveling together, or starting, I don't know, starting something new together. But this Knight's come out in the reverse, so it's an illusion, all right? It's an illusion, and I can't really sit here and say it's not, because that's not what I'm feeling, and I feel that's why I feel anxious about this energy, which is quite normal for me. If something feels really sort of offy, before I even know what, I can just feel it. So the problem is with your ex, they have a very fragile sense of self-esteem. they are very emotionally manipulative, they're emotionally mature, and I can't lie, I feel they use people. But I also feel it was hard for you because you fell in love with a version they presented to start with, okay? Quite rightly so. This is what happens, and you fell in love with that version, and then they became another version, but then every now and again you'd get the old version back, and then this messes with your brain chemistry. That's why getting out of these relationships is so difficult, and why people go back. You know, it's like an addiction. It's the way it rewires your brain. I feel what your ex is doing, I can see the King of Swords here, is they are using their intellect. They are going to use their words, written word, spoken word, and communication to lie. Okay, deep down I still feel that they are selfish. I still feel that everything they do to a certain extent is premeditated. Okay, they do have a very charming side, which is why I feel other people didn't really understand what had gone on. What's under that card? Oh my gosh, Five of Swords. Yeah, Five of Swords. Yeah, it'll end in tears. It will end in tears. I just feel that they've got an agenda, okay? They're in a mess. They are facing the consequences of their actions. What have they done? What have they specifically done, please? Cross me this Five of Swords. What have they done that they're stuck waiting for a rope ladder? Because that's what I feel they are. They're waiting. Judgment in the reverse. It's judgment, it's karma. That's what they've done. Yep, saw that shuffle. Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, they've been unwilling to learn their karmic lessons. They've been unwilling to take responsibility, okay? They blamed everybody else. They're selfish. And their past, okay, their past deeds are coming back to haunt them, because the Five of Swords for me can quite often mean not just one person but a group of people that they have got on the wrong side of, and these people will use the same manipulation, the same sort of energy to get what they want, okay? But it's karma. It's karma. Yeah. You know, I feel that your ex possibly moved away, maybe another state, another country if you're not in the US. There was one particular person that befriended them, okay? Maybe they met this person online, or there's an element of a collaboration that went wrong, that's going wrong, okay? But I do feel, with the cards we've pulled as well, the Knight of Cups but in the reverse, crossed with that King of Swords also in the reverse, that they will come back in. They have an agenda, okay? I don't think there's any other way, really, of me reading this energy. I just feel it's somebody who just uses people, and they still think that you're the person that they left behind, but you're not. You're not that person, okay? You're not that person at all. You know, you haven't been that person for a while now. And I just heard, don't deserve access to you. Don't deserve access. Anything else you can tell me about this? Yeah, they got involved with a female energy, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay? This person could have seduced your ex, charmed your ex, lied to your ex, been a friend of yours that was nice to your face and literally stabbing you in the back. It's that kind of energy. Now, this Queen of Wands in the reverse is also a pretty... not a nice energy, okay? So they've got themselves mixed up with this, and the consequences of that choice they made, they're stuck in that brick box waiting for the rope ladder, okay? Because the Queen of Wands in reverse can be extremely manipulative, but in a different way, not always emotionally, but socially and energetically. The Queen of Wands in the reverse likes to win as well, and they will use groups of people or communities or social things to really alienate somebody else. So that was a bad concept, that, you know, they just fell for it. They fell for it, and that is their karma. Yeah. You know, your ex is sat in the Two of Swords at the moment, but they pretended that it's not been happening because they've got a taste of their own medicine. Yeah, Five of Wands. Just a lot of conflict, a lot of rowing, a lot of disagreements. Yeah. Let's get a timing card. I do feel they're coming back. Okay, I don't really need... I can see that with the cards I've pulled. Right, okay. Yeah, I feel that's why it's urgent. The Cups cards. Now, Cups cards for me generally represent the summer months, okay? So, when does summer end? Come on, Keeley. When does summer end, actually? I suppose, really, I don't know, end of September-ish time. Depends how you base summer, okay? But you are going to find out the truth about this third party relationship, the wrong choice, okay? And you are going to find out the truth about how, I feel for you, for a while you thought they'd moved on and they were happy. Maybe you were looking at photos or seeing images, but you're going to find the truth out that it's all an absolute farce and it's all lies, okay? It's all lies, but the truth is going to come out, and you know, they're going to come back in and try and get back in as a friend. I feel they're going to ask to meet up for a social occasion, maybe go for a drink or a meal or something, or it could be through a group of friends. There could also be some social event where they're there as well, because there's a tenuous link, okay? But the outcome of all of this is the Ten of Cups in the reverse, all right? I feel that they will come across as friendly, Knight of Cups, you know, as we've talked about, but it's not sustainable, and I'm just going to say it as I'm hearing it, just up to their usual tricks, okay? But I do feel it will be before the end of this summer, and the truth will suddenly come out. Now, before they make contact with you, you could have a message from a friend of yours, okay? Yeah, you could have a message from a friend of yours telling you that your ex is on the move, okay? Literally on the move, but they will be back. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is also here. So 10 of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, in a nutshell, just wrap this up, is it just will all end in tears. You know, from a financial point of view, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, means loss of money, loss of stability. You know, the 10 of Pence means like you've done okay, you've got your stability, you've worked, you've built your nest, you've got your pensions, you've got all of the things, you know, ace to the 10. It's just, you know, so emotionally and on a financial and physical level, it isn't going to work. So I'll leave that with you. I know that you're fine. I know that you're doing okay. Message. Right, yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. There you go. That's our last clarification card. Keep walking. Okay. Just keep walking. Stay the course. Learn from your experiences and keep going. All right. So I'll leave that with you. Say totally different type of reading today. I don't feel as fizzy now. I've said it. There's definitely fire involved and also air. Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini as well. Sun, Moon or Rising. Also Venus. The Venus sign is how people usually show love. So if you know their Venus sign, check that out as well. But the main thing is you take care, you do you, you keep doing you. Okay, you've come a long way. That's what I'm just hearing say to you. You have come a long way, and some days are bumpier than others. But you are protected. Keep going, keep focusing. And if that message was for you, there is a saying, but I can't remember it. Something like better prepared. Okay, so take care. You're on the pedestal. You're amazing. You're wonderful. Always, always choose yourself. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.